Hey, everybody.
Hello,
How's everyone
everyone.
doing tonight? Thanks for joining us. If you are here in the chat, please say hi so that I know that you're here. Hopefully you can hear us. I see Travis is here, Julie's here, Becca's here. Usually
I'm here.
You're here. Usually I open YouTube too so that I'm ready. Is this streaming everywhere it's supposed to be streaming? Hopefully. This is kind of a new experiment for me.
Oops. I need to turn that off.
Yeah, turn all our sound off everywhere. Usually I have the YouTube comments popped out, but we're live. Yay. Hi, Eric. Okay, so you guys, did those come through? Facebook comments are not coming through. Because on Facebook, I just saw Eric and I saw Jennifer. So hi, guys. If I don't see you, pop over to YouTube otherwise. And then I can...
Yeah, I can see the comments.
See your comments. I don't know why the Facebook comments aren't coming up. They just are not. All destinations. Yeah. This is the first time I've streamed to multiple locations, so there's a little trial and error going on.
Where are we streaming
people here? So hi, everyone who doesn't know, obviously can see my name. I'm Tracy. And you are...
I'm Angie.
You're Angie. my favorite partner in crime. Almost Happy New Year's. At least I know some places it's New Year already, but not for anybody that I see here yet.
The Belgians already had Happy New Year.
Yes, they wished me happy birthday. Hi, Jennifer. There you are. You figured out YouTube. Yay. And comment.
They wished you happy birthday?
Huh? A happy New Year's. I am already...
Wait a minute. They're a little late for that.
Yeah, my birthday. That's 6 months. My 6-month birthday. It almost is. Yesterday was my 6-month birthday. So, hey, it would work. Hi, Eric. Thanks for popping over to YouTube. Now I can see your comments.
Yes, me too. And Jennifer too.
Awesome.
She says we look amazing, but we pay her to say things like that. So,
Jennifer, you're so sweet. We tried to get Jennifer to come on, but she wasn't having it.
She said no.
So what are we doing tonight? We are just hanging out. What is everyone else doing?
There wasn't anything to do. I think, though, that right away we should talk about accomplishments. And next year, I'm going to up my bar a little bit because Tracy pointed out to me today that according to LinkedIn, my biggest accomplishments are I speak English.
What do you mean your biggest accomplishment? It's your only accomplishment.
It's my only accomplishment on LinkedIn.
And it actually says that. It says Angie has one accomplishment. She speaks English. So let's have a round of applause for Angie.
I will clap for myself for that one. Yay!
Oh my God, I laughed about that for the longest time. I should just say right now that I stopped taking my meds, so things are funnier than normal to me. So I laugh at everything, but I did it.
Usually, people who need to take meds for things to be funnier. So
I think it just makes your emotions more on the surface. So yeah, I cry easier, but I also laugh a lot easier too. So how did your hair done under COVID? What? Travis, what are you asking me? How did get her hair done under COVID? Who are you talking to? Oh, Angie?
Who did my hair? I did my own hair tonight. Angie, I always do my own hair. I have this wand thing. I just flick it out.
Yeah, that normal people can't get to work, but Angie can do it wonderfully.
I burn myself a lot, but the burns are worth it.
I should say that most of you, if you're here on YouTube, you're on a different channel. We are just starting. Angie and I are going to be starting a podcast starting in January. And you can see my little logo in the corner. It's called Far From Fab.
One of the corners. For me, it's over here.
That corner. And Misty. Well, your Facebook comment just came up. Nobody else is coming up on Facebook. You're special.
She is special.
Hey, Misty, are you commenting on my page or are you on the Far From Fab page? Just out of curiosity, so I know which one's working. I have to wait for an answer. Anyway, while she's answering that, Angie and I are starting a podcast in January, and it's called Far From Fab. And the reason we're doing this is because Tracy is pretty much a hot mess all the time. I'm about as far from fabulous as a human being can get. I'm just bad at everything. Like I've just learned that I suck at everything. And I'm dragging Angie along for the ride. Those of you that know Angie, she's actually pretty fabulous. She is. Look at her. She's amazing.
People think I'm pretty fabulous, but I have a lot of unfabulous things in my life as well. Like my biggest accomplishment or only accomplishment is speaking English. So there's that.
So there's that. Yes, Sue, that one is working. So if you're on the Far From Fab Facebook page, which speaking of which, I did plan for this. I just got to find it. Boom. Boom. Here we go. Ticker on the bottom. There you go. Website, farfromfab.com. And then you can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. They're all there. But the comments from the Facebook page seem to be working, which is awesome. At least somebody does. So anyway, Angie is gorgeous. Becca, yes, I agree. She is gorgeous. I hate her because she's beautiful and she knows it. Yeah, I've told her that so many times. And then there's me. I tried. This is the most makeup you'll ever see me wear. And I just sat there looking at myself like I look like a freaking clown. I just...
But Tracy, you have to tell people that the way you tell me I'm gorgeous is I hate you, you're gorgeous.
I hate you because you're gorgeous. I'm not going to just be nice about it. I don't want you getting a big head. We can't be friends if you're too fabulous. Hi, Maureen. Thanks for stopping in. Sue, Happy New Year. Sue, why are you awake, first off? Sue, it's already Happy New Year by you. Sue is in the UK. She's in England. So,
yes.
Yeah, so she is already in the new year. So how's 2021 treating you, Sue? So far. Sita said it was already bad. So
I was gonna say, the Belgians said don't expect anything better because it is already 2021 there and it's not any better.
Why did I
wear? They have hand cookies, so it's always better.
Oh my gosh. Well, as those of you that are here already know, I have been dealing with an illness that has been very, very difficult. And I am doing so much better. I am not 100%. I am maybe about 70%. But a year ago, I was about 10%. I was pretty miserable. And I basically existed. And that was it. It was very depressing. I couldn't do anything. I have a balance disorder, a neurological disorder that causes a lot of dizziness. I had very bad vertigo, terrible vertigo. So essentially, and I can't stand up. I can't walk. Can't stand up, walk, do anything. I have no balance. But that left me a lot of time to sit and just do nothing. Watch TV, look at my phone, watch videos. And especially once COVID hit, so many people took to YouTube and they were doing all of their crafting and their painting and their sewing and their cooking and their hair and makeup and all this stuff. And everybody is so amazing and so fabulous. And I'm just sitting there like, I hate all of you so much right now. And one particular time, one of the women doing a hair video said something about being 40 and fabulous. And at the time I was 49. And I'm like, well, I'm 40 and not fabulous. So there. So whatever. What about me? And that's kind of how long I've had this idea, pretty much for about a year, that I was like, what do you do when you're 40 and not fabulous? And I turned 50 now. So I was like, oh, well, now I'm 50 and not fabulous. So I'm moving up. But a lot of good things happened after being in the dumps for so long. And my attitude is a lot better. I wake up feeling a lot more grateful that I can do things because I couldn't do anything for a long time. But that doesn't change the fact that I still really suck at everything. I'm still just bad at life. I am bad at life. I really am. But I also am rather comical about it, I have to say. I say that if you're so perfect at everything, life must be boring. My life is hilarious most of the time because I'm a disaster. Oh, I had my Far From Fab moment. Well, I didn't. But in our family, we had our From Fab moment today, this afternoon. I am the most fabulous Avery information giver ever. Thanks, Eric. I used to be really good at giving great information and doing all the legal stuff, but my brain went on me. So I am not bad at life. I am too. I admit it. I have fun with it though. Clearly, I'm not terrible at everything, but just about everything. Just about everything I'm bad at. But today, now my husband went out to his friend's house since I was doing this. So he went out for his friend's house for a little while. So my daughter and I decided, well, we don't know what we're going to do for dinner. So we decided to have breakfast for dinner. And so I made the eggs and the bacon and the toast, and Ashley was making waffles. And so Ashley made the batter, and that's my daughter, and she's 22. So not a young girl. She did this, but we have a vertical waffle maker. So she poured the batter in, and then after 3 minutes, nothing was happening. And she's just like, what's going on? This doesn't look, it's not cooking. I don't see, there was no steam. There was nothing. She forgot to turn it on. And again, let me point out, vertical waffle maker, where you pour the batter in the top. Oh my gosh. So of course, opening it, there's just batter all over the counter, all over everything. And I was like, okay. I said, thanks, Ash. You gave us my hashtag Far From Fab moment of the day. Is how we had to clean it all up and then start all over. And you know what? It's all good. Wasted a little bit of batter, but it's kind of a lot of batter anyway. It was perfectly enough for both of us. We had an amazing breakfast for dinner. And it's all good.
That sounds really
that is
good.
like a typical thing to happen at my house.
Well, that's another part of the reason why we wanted to do this, because we all have moments like that. It's not just because you're unfabulous. It's because you're normal. You're fabulously unfabulous. Like, I will tell one of my stories. My mom had fallen back in October, and she ended up having open heart surgery, and she's been basically in the hospital ever since. And it was probably 3 or 4 weeks ago, maybe, I sent her flowers. And my sister usually, she's the flower girl. She takes care of all the flowers and things like that. And I'm the tech girl. I will call my mom on FaceTime and have everyone be involved that way. So I'm not a flower sender. That's just not my thing. But I was told I had to do it because my sister was sick of doing it. So I did it. And when I got the email confirmation back that they were going to be delivered, it said they were going to be delivered to the hospital's heliport, which I don't think my mom was in the heliport. She's already in a room. But so I had to call the place and be like, no, she has a room number. Please don't take her flowers to the heliport. It was all good. It all worked out, but
it all worked out. But I still tell you, but that is not your fault. That is their fault. They were the ones that were Far From Fab on that one.
I know.
They totally dropped the ball there.
I should have not picked the first option that came up on the little drop down thing. I mean, we should have read it or expanded it or, you know.
Well, I had said that the main reason I wanted to do the podcast was that I wanted to do something fun. So clearly I'm not taking this too serious. I'm taking myself too seriously with the whole Far From Fab thing. Like, you know, like I said, I'm a hot mess all the time, pretty much. You should have seen me right before this. I had to get up so many times to try to adjust things. Things weren't working right. And Angie just sits there and humors me. She just laughs at me. But I mainly wanted to do something fun. Let's face it, like life is a big ball of suckage lately, like just in general with the news and the world and everything going on. And I wanted to do something that maybe just to bring a little bit of light into people's day. And I don't know, you might think I'm annoying and not funny. I don't know, but who knows? I'm sure somebody will enjoy it. I said only if only 10 people listen to the podcast, if it makes 10 people happy, then that's fine. That'd be great.
And then you realize you're not alone. Like, we all have crap. You can think that I look fabulous, but man.
Next time you go and you make something and you burn it, or you drop something and it breaks, just think, you know what? This is Tracy every day and she's fine. She's cool. She's awesome. So, so it's okay. It's all good. So I'm just seeing what they're saying. Everybody's saying in the chat. It's my usual people. Thanks for jumping over onto this channel to come in to say hi. I'm glad people wanted to celebrate New Year's together. It's the only way we could do it. We were supposed to, maybe we're all blocked. Misty,
it was the first time I've been blocked.
Yeah. Well, Susanna said that on my Facebook post, somebody had her blocked, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't. That's all I can say. Nobody is blocked on this account because it's brand new, and I haven't had. I only have like one person blocked on my other one, and that has 1,000 subscribers. So
I did go through and block about 30 people on my Instagram today.
You did?
Mm-hmm. Because I decided to open it up. I had it private for a while again.
Oh, okay.
Being continually shut down on Facebook, I didn't want my Instagram to get shut down too. So I went through, and now that Facebook and Instagram are connected, it gives you all the people you've blocked on Facebook, saying, maybe you want to block these people on Instagram. So I did. Hopefully that won't get shut down.
I have on the I'm watching the countdown. Is it still Dick Clark? I don't know which one it is. It's the new Times Square, whatever, New Year's Eve.
Not Dick Clark.
Well, it's still called the Dick Clark Rockin' New Year's Eve, whatever, but I don't know. And Eric said block the penis guy. I couldn't block the penis guy because he was using the names of my mods. He just kept changing the names. So I couldn't block him. Anyway, I'm watching this. So is there anybody that's East Coast that's celebrating New Year's in 11 minutes and 2 seconds? Who is this person? Because I know nothing about anybody. Like, who is this person right now? Who is that? Do we need the sound for people to identify this person?
That one singer.
I don't know who anybody is.
I don't either. Unless it's the 80s.
Okay, Fen, you're here now. Yeah, so yeah, it's your New Year's. So my plan is to show the ball drop at right at midnight for the East Coast. It won't be mine. What is that site? I don't know. It's the official Times Square site. So nobody knows who this is. Okay, well, I don't feel bad for. I could try to figure out how to put the sound on. And we can see.
Singer in a solid gold dancer outfit.
Oh. See, I have to minimize it to make it put sound on. Can you guys hear that?
Mm-hmm. Still don't know who it is. I was gonna wear that outfit, but since I wasn't going out,
that's what I was gonna wear. Hold on. I have no idea.
Well, Eric says it's Andra Day.
Oh, Andra Day? Okay. Oops. I'm just trying to turn the sound off again. Jeez.
By the way, in the comments, Jennifer said she burned water today. So there's that.
By the way, I did burn water out of the pot today. I can so see that, Jennifer. I was going to talk about this friend that we have, and we'll just call her Benifer. And
Sounds
she
like
is.
Jennifer.
It sounds like a Benifer. And she is the most amazing, amazing, amazing friend in the world. But no, but she is the most amazing. But we have so much fun with her because she does funny things.
Yes.
She's
And anyone who can laugh at themselves.
And she can laugh at herself, which is why we can laugh at her, and she doesn't get upset because she knows how much we love her. That we love her so, so much.
Okay.
Hi, Lori. Happy New Year. That's my cousin, Lori.
Gloria Gaynor is performing?
I Will Survive.
We need that one this year.
Yeah. Should I just keep this up so that I don't forget?
Sure.
I am drinking my Cider Boys. Go Wisconsin. It's a Wisconsin
I am
cider.
drinking
What are you
Mountain
drinking?
Code Red.
You know how to live it up. Yeah, it is bizarre.
At 11 o'clock at night. Woo! I'm going crazy tonight.
It is strange seeing it so empty. I don't know. I was just trying to think of like what to do when it's midnight because I don't have anything. I didn't prepare for this. I decided to do this morning.
Oh, I could sit and start shredding paper and have confetti.
So I don't have any confetti. I don't have any noisemakers or anything. So I was like, well, let's see if it's online. So while we're sitting here waiting, when it comes to our podcast, again, we are always looking for ideas, for topics, for anything anybody wants to listen to us babble on about. Give us some ideas. I am struggling with the whole structured idea. Again, everybody here has watched me live for hours, literally hours and hours and hours and hours. And I can clearly fill up time. That's not a problem. But doing something structured, I am struggling with. Angie and I were supposed to record an intro for our podcast yesterday where we were just going to tell everybody about it, what we were going to do and everything. And my internet actually wasn't cooperating yesterday, so we couldn't do it. But I was kind of panicking about it because it just, I don't know. It's just, I was like, I need an outline or I need something. I didn't know what to do. And so then today I was like, let's just go on for New Year's. I can just sit and talk. That I can do. That doesn't make me nervous to just sit here and just randomly talk when I have somebody else with me.
Apparently, Planet Fitness sponsored New Year's Eve this year.
Yes, I'm guessing that. There's Jonathan Bennett. Hi, Jonathan Bennett. I love him.
I don't know him either.
He's so cute. He's from Mean Girls, but he's also in a lot of Hallmark movies, and I love my Hallmark movies. So
he is like in the original Mean Girls, like the movie.
Is there an unoriginal Mean Girls?
Well, yes. What was he in the movie?
Do a Far From Fab favorite things. I don't even know what I would do for that.
Oh, we could do that.
See, Angie says this, and I'm like, I have no clue.
We could do. What are our favorite things? What do you like to drink?
Oh, she's going to be singing. Okay, wait. I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to turn this on for this. If it's what I think it's going to be. I think I saw something about this. Just because it's one of my favorite songs.
I feel like we're on that show where where people watching a show that we can comment on the show.
And they have reactions. It's easy if you try. Okay, I'm already liking her version of Imagine. Yeah. And she's having sound issues. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no country. Yeah, I'm not loving this version.
Me neither.
It isn't hard. Sorry you can't hear it, Becca. I don't know.
I agree, John. John Lennon has the best
Yes, John
version.
Lennon has the best version. I agree.
The second best version was this girl at church 10 years ago that I heard do it. I have no idea her name though. I don't know who's this lady singing.
It's the same one that was just on, I think. Eric said her name before. Andra.
Oh, this is a different lady.
I think it's the same one.
It's different.
I have no idea who she is, and I don't know who she paid to get on here, but I'm not impressed. Sorry.
Do you think that's faux fur?
Yes.
That's a lot of fur.
You can't wear real fur nowadays. I'm trying to see exactly where she is in Times Square.
Well, apparently in front of Planet Fitness.
I stayed at I think it was a DoubleTree that was in Times Square when I was there.
I love DoubleTree cookies.
It's like right next to the M&M place.
She's got 3 minutes to wrap this up.
Becca, how can you not like the Beatles? Come on now. You're just young. That's all it is. She looks so sad. Well, it's kind of a sad song.
Okay, speaking of the Beatles, have you watched the movie about the Beatles songs? I'm terrible at thinking of it.
The movie Yesterday?
Yeah, with the guy that he started playing it and people are like, what song is that? And he's like, you've never heard this song? And they're like, no, keep playing it.
Yeah, I like that. I thought it was a good movie.
I thought that was a really good movie.
Yeah, but you have to like the Beatles songs. Yeah, I'll turn this off after the ball drops so it won't be annoying anymore in case it's annoying anyone.
Oh, yeah, because it's getting close.
Yeah, we're going to do the countdown. This is for Fen because she's the only one in here. I think that it's going to be Happy New Year for her. There's countdown. Everybody get your glasses ready. I'm like, I'm not waiting 30 seconds to drink.
I'm really jealous I don't have something from Planet Fitness.
Are we ready? Are we ready to get excited? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Fen.
Happy New Year, Fen.
That was not Rihanna. That was Rihanna? No.
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 That was not Rihanna. Well, maybe that was Rihanna. I don't know. I haven't seen her in a few years.
I haven't seen her in a while, I guess. But
I haven't sang whatever the song is. Story. In high school, I was at a New Year's Eve party.
See, where's Wendy?
What?
Where's Wendy?
I don't know.
I mean, granted, she only works in New York. She doesn't live in New York, but still.
Sure. So I'm in high school, and we're singing Old Lang Syne, and we don't know the words. So we changed it to may all acquaintance be forgot and never come to mind. And then we didn't know the words. So then we sang, so drink another beer, da-da, for Old Lang Syne. So that's the word.
I want to know how these people are, like, why are they there when there's not supposed to be anyone there? Who are they?
Rebel. They apparently work at Planet Fitness.
Yay, Fen, you made it.
Ooh. I think it was a perk. Oh, look, it's some guy from 1987.
All right, I'm turning the sound off again.
Oh.
So as I can figure out. There we go. So we saw the ball drop.
We did see the balls.
So I can say I did something festive that celebrated the new year. I didn't know what else to do. So yay.
That's good. And we're spending time with friends.
And I have absolutely, there's nothing because they go off the air. They don't do everybody's New Year's. They're like, screw the rest of the country.
Right.
We only care about New York.
And,
so, you know.
I mean, we're Wisconsin, so we could make a cheese ball drop. That would be festive. I should have made a cheese ball.
Cheese ball drop. Okay, so Fen is saying the people there are all frontline workers and first responders. Okay, they were all specifically invited. So they're allowed.
That's good. They deserve that.
My daughter got her vaccine today. Her first dose.
Yeah, so I saw that on her Snapchat.
Yes.
That she posted the card, and I saw that it said first dose and second dose. So what is the protocol for that? Do you know?
Well, her second dose will be January 22nd. I guess it's Fen actually looked this up, 21 days. So she has to wait 21 days to get the second dose. And she said she's going the 22nd. So technically 22 days.
So does everybody have to get 2 doses when they get vaccinated, or?
You're supposed to, I guess. Okay. Fen, what were the numbers again? Fen totally looked this up, but as I asked her the same thing before, that it's something like 70% or 75% effective with 1 dose. And then 95% effective with 2 doses.
It's 3 doses, huh?
It's only 2. It only says 2 on her card.
Everyone says it's 3. Becca says it's 3 too.
Huh. Okay. She only had 2 on her card. There was room for it said other doses. I saw something like that. I can look at what it said. I took a picture of it. Let me look. I found the picture.
What, Justice?
Yes. I think Jack's home.
I was gonna say, does she bark at fireworks?
Yeah, it just says first dose COVID-19, second dose COVID-19, and then other. And there's 2 lines for other. So, I don't know.
Julie, I think it's the background. She says you look red.
Yeah,
it's because I'm so white.
Well,
I tried to adjust my lighting.
I had my ring light on. It gave me a Terminator eye.
Terminator eye.
I don't know if it still will.
There it did. It did.
It did. It was hilarious. Because of the green screen, it was just in my one eye. It was actually this eye. It made a little red spot, and I had a Terminator eye. It was hilarious. So that doesn't really matter. I still look red. Oh, look at my arm though. It's disappearing. Shh. Ooh. Yeah, I think it's just because of the background. I wanted to do something festive.
I did. I wore a festive shirt.
I wore a different shirt, but it was disappearing. So that's one of those times.
And not in a good way. It was like
no, I was just missing a shoulder. That's all.
Yeah.
Stupid green screens. I swear, I struggle with them so bad. Everyone else can have green screens and they work fine, but me, nope. It's okay. I just wanted you to be aware. Thank you. I'm all different colors. Well, I changed because we were closer up before. See?
Whoa.
Ooh, yeah. I actually like it from further back.
Farther back is better.
You could really see the red eye that I had going on.
Oh, yeah, when it was close up. The Terminator. How cool
Okay, so let's talk about wishes for 2021. What are everyone's hopes and wishes for 2021?
I'm going to add an accomplishment to LinkedIn other than speaking English.
You're going to have 2 accomplishments. I can't laugh because I only have 1 accomplishment.
Is it speaking
no,
English?
I have 0. I have 0 accomplishments. You have 1. I have 0.
I bet you can add English to your accomplishment.
I do not get LinkedIn. I don't understand it. I was trying to just do the basics on there, and I didn't see anything about accomplishments. It had skills. You could add a skill.
Yeah, you can pick your skills, but maybe they just have followed me long enough that they think she's pretty good at speaking English. We're going to add it to her repertoire.
But yes, that's a great idea to be able to do more than just yes, Julie's dealing with some health issues right now, and I agree.
Yes, I want my mom to get healthy this next year for sure.
Yeah. Your mom has been through it.
2 nasty falls, cancer, beat cancer, only to have open heart surgery, a quadruple bypass, and then she's had kidney failure and AFib, and the kidney thing is the problem now. So she actually just moved from the rehab hospital back to the regular hospital today so that they can do shorter dialysis treatments and more frequent ones to see if they can get the fluid off of her and get her body regulated. It's not the way that she wanted to spend the holidays or life, period, but we just want her to get better.
Yes, definitely. Well, we'll say healing prayers for everyone. Becca, I believe I saw this earlier. Becca, you have COVID. You're dealing with COVID right now. Julie's just done coming out of dealing with COVID, but now she's dealing with some other things. So I'm obviously got my ongoing issues, which are so much better than they were. So I don't even want to complain. So I was in such a bad place a year ago compared to where I am now. Still not great, but I'm good.
You're good. You're good.
I'm good. My biggest problem right now is that I'm still dealing with the brain, the memory issues and the language issues I'm still dealing with. That is probably the thing I still struggle with the most. But even that's gotten better. I'm not stumbling over my words as much as I was, but I have a really hard time explaining things or describing things. If you ask me to describe something or explain something, I can't do it. I have a hard time. Maybe that's why the whole structured way of doing things is hard for me, because I feel like I have
we don't structure.
Right. Well, even coming up with stuff for the website, oh my goodness, me trying to put together this website, that was a chore. That's my accomplishment. My accomplishment for 2020 was getting that damn website up. Oh my gosh. Everything is so complicated and I can't do anything. I'm terrible at it.
Well, like we talked about, I don't know what happened between Dreamweaver and this new way of making websites, but
the way of making websites.
Dreamweaver was way easier than some of this.
Super easy.
Oh, it's like,
yes, please. Julie just posted the website and it's up here on the crawler. Go to the website because I spent a lot of time on that damn thing.
Yes, you did.
And it's still actually not even completely done. I just got the basics, the bare bones up there just so that I had something up there. But even that was so difficult. I had many days of just wanting to throw the computer across the room. The problem is that they've made it very easy for people to put up websites if you are okay with using a pre-made theme.
A template, yeah.
If you use a pre-made template, you can make amazingly looking professional websites very easily. But if you actually want to do something custom, and I wanted something completely custom, it is not easy. Okay, so Becca says she has an undiagnosed autoimmune problem. Ugh, boo to autoimmune disorders. I have a couple myself, and they're not fun. That causes hives and anaphylaxis. Well, that's not fun.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, Becca, I hope you get some answers because autoimmune problems are the worst. I have a thyroid. I have Graves' disease, so That's my autoimmune issue.
Oh, that's another thing my mom has been struggling with is low platelets.
What hasn't she been struggling with? It's just one thing after another.
It is. And my nephew, who has ITP, which is an autoimmune disorder with low platelets, his platelets have been under 100 for the last couple of months, which isn't good. Like your platelets are supposed to be between 150 and 300,000, and his are at like 75 right now. So if you're the praying type, well-wisher type, good vibe types, just send them.
Good vibes.
Send them all.
Good juju for everybody.
That, yeah.
I can hear like I feel like my husband is like stalking around. Hi, honey.
Hey, Jack.
I can just hear him walking around.
Tell him to come pop in.
I think he might have went back downstairs already. Oh, nope, I still hear him. I don't know what he's doing. I thought he was changing.
Changing?
There he is. Hi, honey. You want to poke your head in and say hi? No? Okay.
Come on, it's me. I want to say hello.
It's
and the rest of the world.
And the rest of the world. Do I have to move this? Oh, man. Now you're moving my
I saw him peeking.
He's kind of peeking.
He kind of peeked.
Yeah, not surprising at all. So, yeah, he was my friend, but he wasn't going to stay till midnight, which I was like, then what's the point? I don't know. Whatever. Who knows? I have been on still on my Star Wars kick. I'm not quite done yet. So I've been doing that. I've loved Star Wars my entire life. I mean, ever since I was a kid, I loved the original trilogy. But ever since we've been watching Mandalorian, it started, my husband actually then started watching the Clone Wars on the Disney Channel. It's the animated series. I'm not really big into animated series, but he started watching it because there's a lot of characters in Mandalorian that come from the Clone Wars. So I was like, well, I guess maybe I'll watch it now. And so I watched all of that. So then I watched the prequels again because that is a lot better when you understand, more about the Clone Wars. It makes it a lot better. And then then I was watching that, and then I watched Star Wars Rebels, which takes place between the prequel series and the original series, the middle ones. I know, I got to talk to Cody. Tell him I'm done with Rebels, and now I'm watching these sequels again, and I'm almost done with The Rise of Skywalker. And it's so funny because, I watched The Last Jedi, and I've seen those movies once. I saw them in the theater, and that was it, and I hated them. So I refuse to watch them again. But at least The Last Jedi, I remembered. I am watching The Rise of Skywalker, and I'm like, did I see this movie? Do not remember any of it at all. I was like, where would I know I went to go see it? Was I sleeping during it? I think I have blocked it out. I think I just blocked it out of existence. But I only was able to finish about half of it today, and then I'll be done. I'll be done with Star Wars, and then I can move on to something else again.
The Rise of Skywalker? Is that the last movie?
That's the last one, yeah.
Okay. I did fall asleep during that movie.
I'm thinking we actually did go at like 8 a.m. or something like that. So I'm thinking maybe just slept through it. But
I went at like 5:30 in the morning. And yeah.
But you're a morning person. You're more of a morning person than I am.
Yeah, but
it was all just, I'm just watching it like it's a brand new movie like I've never seen before, because I was like, I don't remember.
There was a whole part between, like the whole part where her mom comes into it and she's in Palpatine's lair or whatever. That whole part I slept through. I woke up, I'm like, oh wait, I'm sleeping in the movie theater? That was weird.
Yeah, I think I probably dozed off or something. I don't know, but it's just very weird. But that also came out when I was first starting having these neurological problems too. So the fact that I don't remember it really isn't a surprise, because
I have no excuse.
I don't remember a lot. So then I'll be done with that. And then I don't know what I'm going to be watching, what I'm going to do from there. I have no idea. I go on these weird kicks. Woo.
Did I leave?
I'm just going to get another screwdriver. Fen said she'll be right back. Jennifer's praying for your mom. Jennifer and Angie and I have been doing sleepovers for like once a
month
for the
sleepover.
last
Oh, I'm dropping stuff.
6 months or so. I highly recommend it for your mental health.
Seriously.
I highly recommend sleepovers. I mean, like that one night when we were there, it was like being in middle school all over again. So we did nothing.
Every Duran Duran video and every Rick Springfield video.
Who Jennifer had never heard of before.
Right. Well, we're playing Rick Springfield, and Rick Springfield, she doesn't know. And then we put on Duran Duran, and she's like, oh, I know this Rick Springfield song. Except now it's Duran Duran. So there's that.
It was close.
It was close.
Oh, it was fun. I love her. We told her we were taking away her girl card.
Yeah.
No, she failed.
Teenage girl card.
Yeah, you fail at being a teenage girl.
And then we watched what movie? Girls Just Want to Have Fun?
We watched Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Which I had never seen.
Which I love. It's like one of those guilty pleasure movies that I absolutely love.
Which I also think I might have been falling asleep during because I don't remember much of it either.
You were for sure. That's another good question. Guilty pleasure movies. I want to know what everybody's guilty pleasure movies are. I have so many of them.
Fletch.
What? Fletch? Oh, that's not even guilty pleasure. That's just amazing.
I love that movie.
It is like the most quotable movie ever. I love Fletch.
I'm with the Underhill.
Time there, Doc. My brother and I quote Fletch to each other all the time. I don't know. Oh, Mark. Okay, so Mark and let's see, Tracy Nelson and Chrissy, they all said hi on Facebook, but none of those comments came through.
Oh,
there's 15.
Hi, everybody from Facebook.
There's 15 comments on the Facebook feed, and I can't. None of them came through over here. So sorry about that, everyone. But thanks for joining us.
Forrest Gump.
Mark said Happy New Year. So Happy New Year, Mark. Mark's in Australia, so it's already New Year's for him.
Happy New Year, Mark. Gosh, I haven't seen him in a long time.
It says 15 comments, and yet there's 4.
Maybe people have you blocked.
I know. It's on my Facebook page. They can't have me blocked there.
Oh.
Okay, I wouldn't call The Exorcist guilty pleasure either, because those are movies that everybody like really loves.
How about Hard to Hold?
No. How about not? As much as I love Rick Springfield, no.
Next Girls' Night.
You can't call Forrest pleasure too. I mean, that's an Oscar winner.
What's that?
Sheree said Forrest Gump. And I said, you can't really call that one a guilty pleasure either, because that's an Oscar winner.
I thought you were saying Hard to Hold was an Oscar winner. No. And although I really like it, I know that isn't true.
No. Okay, Lori. Yeah, I wonder why it's not showing up now. Maybe I'll see them later. Right now, it just looks like I hit more comments and just those 4 come up, and that's it. Alien. Okay, I'm partial to Aliens. I love Aliens, but again, I wouldn't call that guilty pleasure because those are popular mainstream movies.
How about Valley Girl?
Yeah, for sure. I recorded the new one and then I deleted it without watching it because I just don't know if I could put myself through it.
I haven't watched that.
With Logan Paul. Ugh, really?
I don't know who that is. But I
recorded it and I thought maybe I'll watch it, but then I was like, no, you got to leave it with the regular Valley Girl.
You're like, for sure, totally.
So many guilty pleasure movies. One that I'm thinking of right offhand is Center Stage. Does anybody else love Center Stage?
I don't know what it is.
You don't know what Center Stage is? It's so good. I love it.
How are we best friends? I don't even know.
I know. What's wrong with you? It's a ballet. Don't let that fool you. Or turn you away. It's actually a lot of fun. I don't know why.
It's a fun ballet movie.
It's a fun ballet movie. It is. Julie loves that movie. Thank you, Julie. I could watch that like on a loop. I can watch it all the time.
Little Giants. That's a good movie.
Which one?
Little Giants.
I've never seen that one.
That's really good. It's really cute. Oh, it reminds me of like The Sandlot and What was the other one that River Phoenix was in?
Stand By Me.
Yes. It kind of reminds me like those kind of movies. Bad News Bears.
Yes, it has Zoe Saldana in it. It's like one of her first movies. And Lori.
Oh, I like her.
Too. Did I see they did a reunion? Yes, I did, actually. And I only thought about it again because Amanda Schull was just in a Hallmark Christmas movie.
Okay. Is there a movie that other people hate that you love? Hard to hold.
Most people haven't even seen that. Moonstruck, Becca. That's Moonstruck. That's a good movie. What else did I see? Someone, Step Brothers, Becca brought up. But that's a good movie. Did we just become best friends?
I think so. All right, I'll bow out now.
Who else has a guilty pleasure movie? I'm trying to think of what else. I have so many of them. There's so many movies that I've watched like that I never turn off every time they come on. I love The Lake House.
Becca, I agree with you. I don't love the Titanic.
I didn't want to like it, but I do like it. I don't love it, but I do like it.
I watched it. I don't know.
So the question was a movie that you love that everyone else hated. Is that what you asked?
No, that you hate that everybody else loves.
Oh, that you hate that everyone else loved.
Mine would be A River Runs Through It. I hated that movie. It was like 3 hours and then it ended like crap. I dreamt different endings for about 3 weeks that made the movie way better, in my opinion. Hated that movie.
I know I have one. I'm just not thinking of it right now. This is what I'm still struggling with. Coming up with things is like really hard for me. But if someone names it, oh my gosh, Lori, you and I have had this debate for 20 years ever since it came out. Pulp Fiction, because I love Pulp Fiction and Lori hates it. Yeah. How do you hate Pulp Fiction?
I don't love it either.
So
actually had one of my friends on my birthdays. He came over and he was like, "We're gonna watch it, and I'll be here to like help you through it." Meh.
Love it.
Ended up not watching.
Love it. Love Pulp Fiction, and I love Reservoir Dogs. Both of them.
I've never even seen Reservoir
Dogs. Becca, for shame, Becca. Oh, that's like that. Now that one is like a guilty pleasure movie. Walk to Remember. Oh my gosh, I love that movie. So
I don't even know what that is.
With Mandy Moore and Shane West. It's a Nicholas Sparks movie.
No.
Oh my god, I love it so much. Becca, you just broke my heart.
Well, I've never even seen it. Oh yeah, I don't like the really sad movies. I'm not into watching that crap.
It's
like The Notebook.
Not, I don't know. I like it. Okay, I don't hate it, but in the same vein as that is everybody likes The Notebook, and I'm not a big fan of The Notebook.
No, I agree with you on that one.
Not a big fan of The Notebook, but I love A Walk to Remember. I think it's the only Nicholas Sparks one I actually like.
Beaches. Yeah, that's a good movie.
I don't like Beaches.
I
didn't like Beaches at all.
My best friend growing up, well, it wasn't growing up, like from 8th grade, and we're still really good friends now, but she got pregnant when she was 19. Well, she was married and everything, but she always said that if something happened to her, she'd want me to raise her child, and it was like Beaches, and that was like our movie, and it was terribly sad. I'm like, that's not a good movie to have as our movie, but
yeah, I just didn't like it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I only saw it one time because I didn't like it.
Which one do I need to see, Julie? I've tried Pulp Fiction, or do you mean A Walk to Remember?
Walk to Remember and Center Stage.
I just can't, the ballet thing. I don't know. Although
there's very little actual ballet. It's just
I watched Queen's Gambit, and if you told somebody that's about chess, it sounds super boring, but that was a really good series, I thought.
Well, there's way more chess in Queen's Gambit than there is ballet in Stage.
Okay. I guess I did like dancing movies like Fame. Like, I would like to go back and watch Fame again, because how cheesy would that movie be now?
It is. I saw it not that long ago because I
You know
love.
what I watched the other day after watching Wonder Woman
Oh
1984?
my god, that was awful.
I went back and watched
Terrible.
the pilot of Wonder Woman the TV series.
Linda Carter.
Yes. Every once in a while there'd be, here, I'm gonna reenact this for you guys. I need a better marker.
I haven't seen any of those, so I can't. Lovely Bones. The book was good. Yeah, the movie not so much.
So in Wonder Woman the TV show, you'd go to a next scene and there'd be something that would come up.
The
What
next
do you
day.
know? It's the next day. Later that day. And it was like, really? Like, did people were they not able to figure that out back in the 70s?
For our podcast, we can do that, and we can have Fen do the voice.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice, that's what they did for Super Friends, right?
Later on, while they were sitting there drinking.
Later that day.
Yeah, it was a little ridiculous, but it was really funny.
I was so disappointed in Wonder Woman 1984, but Jack is downright hostile about it. He's angry because it was so bad. He just could not stop he was so angry about how bad it was.
Well, and my grandma came over to watch it because they've been having like Kristen Wiig and everything on talk shows, and so she's heard how it's going to be such a good movie. And so she came over to watch it, and when it got done, she goes, I guess I better just stick to movies about dogs and cats because I really didn't like that.
No, it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible.
It was one I could have fallen asleep during.
I pretty much did. We watched it pretty late, and I was dozing off because that's what I said to Jack. I said, well, maybe I need to rewatch it because I was tired and I was fighting falling asleep. He's like, nope, not going to make it better. So being awake isn't going to help. I'm like, okay, well then maybe we'll just stop.
I just watched a movie this morning that I don't recommend to anybody. It's called Megan is Missing or something. And it's apparently a true story about this lady and her, or this girl and her friend who got abducted. And it's horrible. It's just horrible. Don't watch it. I mean, you know me, I'm all into the like true crime stuff. This was terrible.
Oopsies.
Did you say oopsies?
Oopsies. Yeah, I hit something on my phone.
Oh.
I asked Jason if he wanted to be a surprise guest, but he wasn't up for it tonight.
No.
I know. Our buddy.
I love him. He's so sweet.
I know.
Jennifer, I can see you seeing the Titanic 4 times in the theater.
That doesn't surprise me.
I saw it in an IMAX, and like I don't know if I have a fear of drowning, but like every time they show the underwater scenes, I was like holding my breath. And then this lady that was sitting in front of me, like it was packed. It was pre-COVID, you know, so it was packed in the movie theater. And this lady in front of me had the worst smelling old lady perfume on. And it gave me such a migraine. That happened to me in Avatar too. Same thing, only that was an IMAX 3D. And I thought I was going to throw up. And I was sitting in the middle of the seats. I couldn't get out. It was going to go on the old lady. It wasn't an old lady. She just had old lady perfume. But if I threw up, it was going on her. I had to close my eyes on purpose. Not accidentally falling asleep during that movie, but it's terrible. Blockbuster. Yeah, I remember that it was two tapes.
Which one was 2 tapes?
Titanic.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was one of the longest movies.
So I was trying to reload. I was reloading this to see if, and I still can only see the 4 comments on the Facebook one. So again, if you're watching on Facebook and you're commenting, I can't see your comments. So if you want me to be able to see your comments, switch over to the Facebook page, the Far From Fab Facebook page, or YouTube, and then I can see your comments. It's a kink that obviously needs to be worked out. In general, I probably won't be live streaming ever to my page. Well, technically, we're not going to be live streaming much anyway. We're going to be, it's a podcast. You know, we're not going to be doing the live streaming. We may do that eventually as a premium content, part of premium content. Like if you're
pay if you want to see us.
Yeah, pay if you want to see us. Because we're so entertaining. We have a whole 7 people. Like literally nobody's doing anything for New Year's, and yet there are only 7 people here.
Oh. I
love the 7 people that are here. Absolutely love you all. Thank you for being here.
The Belgians would be here, but it's 5:30 in the morning there.
I do have a lot of international friends. I shouldn't say a lot. There's probably about 10 people that would probably be here. That if it
our friend Sue would be here, but she had to work at 3 in the morning. So
yes, and she said she would have popped in. Holly was going to try, but she's dealing with COVID as well.
But that makes 10 people that would be here with us.
And there are those people, those strange creatures that actually have plans on New Year's. Not us. My lame ass cousin for me. I know.
My sister dances.
What are my lame ass cousin's boys doing right now? Shouldn't they be getting ready to the New Year? I figure the boys got to be up still.
It's 27 minutes away.
I know. I keep looking at the clock. I don't want to miss it. I've done that so many times though, where I've completely just missed it because I've been watching TV or
I miss it, and then it's like that was uneventful.
Happy New Year to myself. It's the first time in a while I'll actually have people to celebrate it with. Boys are gaming. Julie, what are you guys doing for actual New Year's? Do you have any like fun stuff? Because we're not going to be here for your New Year, so it's okay that you're
I'm right.
I'm not staying up until it's New Year's for you.
12:01. I'm out.
Yeah,
I gotta get to bed.
I have to get up. I got to work in the morning.
This is really late for me.
Speaking of which, it's late for me now too. Me, the night owl, and I don't stay up this late anymore. Actually, he'll be sleeping. Speaking of which, we have to give a plug to who?
Russ Johns,
the Pirate Broadcast. Those again, I think everybody knows by now that I actually am producing a podcast, a daily podcast called The Pirate Broadcast. And tomorrow, the guest is going to be a man named Darren Birch. He's a retired cop and an author, and he's written a book called Twisted But True. Actually, he's working on the second book, and he's going to be the guest in the morning. So I'm actually really looking forward to this guest, which is good since it's at 7 a.m. So, well, 8 a.m. our time. But yes, so he's the guest tomorrow, and he's going to talk about his books. And I guess he's seen some really crazy stuff being a cop for 35 years. So
that'll be a good one. I look forward to that show.
Yeah. So just look for how do we tell on YouTube? I think is it under Russ's?
It's under Russ Johns on YouTube.
You know what? I'm gonna post the link. I'll post a link.
But I think you can find it if you just look for hashtag Pirate Broadcast.
Right. Yeah, I don't know because it's weird because he's got it under Russ Johns instead of under the Pirate Broadcast.
He should be here.
You'll hear Russ's voice in a second. Here we go. There we go. And even if you can't watch it, I did go to both. Okay. Even if you can't watch it live, it's obviously you can watch it whenever. But the guest tomorrow should be good. But I have to say that my overall attitude has been better since I started doing this, just because Russ is such a positive person. Angie introduced me to Russ, and you guys met through how?
LinkedIn.
Just through LinkedIn?
Yeah, he used to do this thing called 2-minute tips, and he would do it at night. And so when I'd wake up in the morning and check my LinkedIn, like he was the first thing I saw. and I'd just watch it. It was just helpful advice and little tips or tricks on things. And then I actually messaged him and he didn't get back to me, so I thought he was famous or something. I didn't know. It's LinkedIn. Who knows? And then one day he talked about his son had committed suicide and his sister got married, and so he was away for the funeral and the wedding and a lot of stuff going on, so he wasn't doing his daily 2-minute tips. And I messaged him because, me, I said something like, when I messaged him, it was something snarky and sarcastic and hilarious to me. And so I apologized if he took it wrong or something. And he said, no, I've just been busy. And he appreciated my sense of humor. So we started talking and just became good friends after that. And I've gone to visit them, and him and his sister live with their parents to help them out as they age, although their dad just passed away this year. So him and his sister have become good friends. I consider them family.
Yeah, they're really, really good people. And Angie,
Andrew, whoever I am.
Angie introduced. Well, remember, because Angie's name is mentioned every day because Russ always mentions who's watching, and he'll always say Angie is here. And we have a transcription program that is automatically transcribed, and it is transcribed Angie's name so many different ways. Gingy was my favorite. I said I'm gonna call her Gingy from now on. Gingy. It's my Gingy.
Andre. I'm Andre a lot.
But so she introduced me to them, and I've been doing work for them. I've been working for them every day. Russ does his podcast every Monday through Friday, even holidays. Lori S. Is it about
holidays?
No. It's called the Pirate Broadcast because, well, first I think Russ started out in pirate radio years ago. But it's essentially that same concept of there are no rules. You're not following. You're not, nobody's dictating what you have to talk about, what you do. It's just his thing. It's part of what he calls his pirate syndicate. He has a bunch of different things that he works on. And the podcast is called the Pirate Broadcast. So, but the tagline for it is interesting people doing interesting things. Our friend Jason Strong.
You're welcome.
On there. Yeah. Thank you.
that was mine. I told him, I said, he's like, it's a show about nothing, like Seinfeld. I said, no, it's about interesting people doing interesting things, and that should be your tagline. And it is.
You're responsible for that too?
Yeah.
Essentially, you're responsible for everything.
I am. That's because I'm his life coach.
Yeah, everything he does, it's all of a sudden, he'll be like, oh, Angie, that was Angie's idea. And if I don't like it and I have to do it, then I'm like, thanks, Angie.
And I don't tell her, and he busts me out on the show.
But I didn't have a problem with what you
suggested.
I just had a problem with the execution of it.
Right.
But tune in. Yeah, so tune in. And also what I was saying about it, though, is that Russ is a very positive person. He's had a lot of tragedy in his life, and yet he's still a very positive person. And so even like the last 2 days have been all about this message of kindness. Kindness grows kindness. And Russ's thing is kindness is cool. Hashtag kindness is cool. Smiles are free. And so it's actually been a very positive thing. I kind of grump a lot in the morning because I'm just not a morning person. But overall, it's actually a very positive thing to listen to in the morning. For the most part, people are very, very uplifting. He always has a lot of guests that have a really good attitude. And that's stuff that it's kind of good to hear first thing in the morning.
Tracy, can you put the link to the booking page? Because Lori said that she has a friend who's family practice doctor that's written songs that were used in TV shows and plays.
That's interesting.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually have it right here. Because I had to get it for somebody else. We are booking into February right now. Believe it or not, considering he does a show every Monday through Friday, he has no problem booking people. It's crazy. Like when I was doing live streams, it's like getting a guest once every month was hard. And he gets guests every single day. It's crazy. but people really love being on a show.
And it's about anything. So the whole premise is connections. And
Yeah.
look at how we're connected. We're connected literally through murder. And most of our friends here
are connected through murder.
I mean, it's a tragedy in a lot of different ways. But the connections that we have and the bonds that we've created with people are so incredibly strong. And you just never know what's going to make that connection.
Mm-hmm.
And so his show has literally just connected people that you wouldn't even imagine.
Right. And the guests are always usually more business oriented, but sometimes there are people that are a little outside the box. They said we had Jason. Jason was on.
Mm-hmm. Jason Strong,
Jason Strong,
in case you didn't know.
Everybody should know by now, but he's an exoneree that we've gotten to be really good friends with. And he was on, and I thought his show was really interesting. There's a lot of CEOs, there's a lot of coaches, there's a lot of brand strategists, there's, I don't know, everything, artists, and there's been some doctors before. Another doctor actually just booked today. I didn't look at the whole thing, but it's a chiropractor. There were two doctors actually. One was a doctor of internal medicine, and the other one was a chiropractor.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, some podcasters. We have a lot of podcasters. We have authors. A lot of authors come on, and all different stuff.
Yeah.
So if you know people who do interesting things or interesting people doing interesting things, then you can give them that link, and you just fill it out. Pick your date and fill it out, and you're booked. And you'll hear from me tomorrow, or that same day, or that next day. You'll get an email from me. But yeah, that's something that if you're looking for something that is positive to start your day, just a suggestion.
Yep.
Go to his YouTube channel, which I posted, and subscribe. We're trying to grow his YouTube channel. He has so many people that watch on LinkedIn because that's where he started and that's where he has all his connections. But he does not have a big YouTube following, and we're trying to help him grow in that area to get more subscribers. So there's the plug. I actually did tell him we were going live tonight, but
I know. I just messaged him and told him he should be watching us, but
as we're talking, we're giving him a big plug with our 8 viewers.
I know. He might get booked into next week at this rate.
We had, last I checked, we had 5 subscribers on this channel. So to have 7 views is good. We're going to have more views than subscribers overall. That's the hardest part, is trying to build up this channel. But again, we're not really going to be live streaming a lot. It's a podcast. So I have not set up the podcast yet. I'll probably do that with, I don't know. Should I set this one up? I don't know if it's worth it or not. I don't know. I haven't set up with our podcast host yet because I wasn't going to pay for it when we weren't using it yet.
Oh, we have 14 subscribers.
Awesome.
Woo-woo.
So
or were you talking about Russ?
Share. Hit the thumbs up button.
Yeah. Hit the thumbs up and share.
Yes, if you're here, hit the thumbs up button.
Or wait.
Share, comment.
Oh no, it's called subscribe.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just gonna wear it.
Yeah, I was trying to poach some of my subscribers over from my Scales of Injustice channel, but it's a very different group of viewers.
Yeah, things have to be a little more serious there.
Yeah, well, and I have to talk about murder and prison and wrongful conviction,
law,
all this stuff, and honestly, that's pretty depressing. I gotta say, this is going to sound bad, but since I have been away, especially from the social media aspect of the Avery case, my mental health has been much better.
Well, yeah, the social media aspect that surrounds all that has been tough.
Yeah, it has been. And since I've taken a step back from that, and now, I haven't really done anything involved in the case other than, talk to I haven't talked to Steve in a couple months, but, obviously I talked to Brendan still, and Other than that, that's all I really care about at the moment. Until a decision comes down, I don't still have to worry about anything else.
Thanks,
So
Lori. She's reminding us it's 15 minutes until
midnight.
Central Time. Yep.
Cool. I looked and it was like 11:42 last time I looked. So
Last time I looked, it was 11:22. So we're
I'm
guaranteed
actually,
we'll
but I'll look
probably miss it.
12:01 and they totally missed it. Who else is in this time zone? Obviously me, Angie, Lori. I know that. Who else is in this time zone? Becca, what time zone are you in? Are you in Mountain?
Is she still here?
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's here besides Julie and Becca.
And Lori. Lori's here.
Well, I know Lori's here. I just mentioned her. I don't know if there's anyone else here. Oh well. It says 7 people are watching, so people could be watching on Facebook. Becca, what time zone are you in?
I think Jennifer went to bed.
Probably. You didn't have Jazzy on, so she lost interest.
Right.
Yeah, you're in Mountain Time. Okay, so you're
Mountain Time.
after us. Yeah, that's what the podcast that I do is in Mountain Time. So that's why when he starts at 7 a.m.
Well,
8 a.m.
right now, because when the time changes,
That's why she's only an hour behind right now.
right. Otherwise,
With Arizona time is in Mountain right now. It was in
right.
Pacific when I started, so it was 2 hours difference. Now it's only 1 hour. Oh, sure, I'm sure. I didn't know it was you were Eastern time. Well, I thought Fen was the only one that was Eastern time. Well, Happy New Year. Hopefully you were here when the ball dropped. I wasn't sure if you were here then.
Yeah, Jazzy's been sleeping all day. I've been trying to catch up on Jessica Jones, and she's just been hanging out sleeping.
Yeah, how far are you on that now?
I have the last episode of
Oh,
season 3, so.
oh, so you're almost done.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't love season 3. It was okay.
Yeah, it is just okay, but it's tying everything up, I guess.
Yeah.
And then
Okay, good. Because that was so. I sharing that, by the way.
Then I'm going to do the Star Wars thing. Because we watched the first Clone Wars, I think.
Oh, so did you like the first movie?
Yeah.
Introduce Ahsoka?
Mm-hmm. So you say you can't remember things. I can't remember people's names. I can't remember people's names in movies I just watched today.
I couldn't remember Ahsoka's name but once you watch Clone Wars, where she's in every episode, you start to remember certain things. So there's certain characters that I remember now that, especially if you go back and watch the old movies, you're like, hey, I saw that character a lot actually in the Clone Wars. Which it also made it a little sadder with a lot of them, the Jedi getting killed and everything, because you get to know them a little bit better in Clone Wars. So they were just nobody's.
The Defenders series on Netflix, is that before or after Jessica Jones?
That was after season 2, before season 3, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they had, I think, the first 2 seasons of everything. Well, first 2 seasons of Daredevil and Jessica Jones. I think Luke Cage might have Iron Fist definitely only had 1 season. I'm not sure how many Luke Cage had at that point. And then they did Defenders, and then they gave them all another season, and then they canceled all of them.
Too bad, they're good.
Yeah, because Disney bought Marvel, and that caused a problem there with the Netflix rights, and Disney will own the rights again now to all those characters. So we'll see what they do with it.
That would be good, because I really like the show.
Yeah.
All right. Russ may be joining us. We should have him come in as a guest.
He loves to talk. He loves to talk to people.
He does.
He sent me a voice message before. I'm like, he can never just type. It's always voice messages or video messages. Yes, WandaVision. I'm a big, big, big Marvel girl. I love Marvel so much. So I'm very much looking forward to all of the new Disney Plus shows coming out. But yeah, WandaVision is in a couple weeks. That starts the 15th, I believe. They're already showing ads for the Falcon and Winter Soldier. I actually saw some pictures from Hawkeye too already. But you have all those coming out, and now they announced all these Star Wars movies coming out, which is another reason why I wanted to watch all this other Star Wars stuff,
Right.
because some of these new shows are tied into The Mandalorian and into the Clone Wars and some other stuff. So I'm like, well, I gotta catch up on all those. So now I'm all ready for that.
Hey, there he is.
Yeah, Eric Cozy did all the voice messages.
Well, Russ, you just missed
Hi,
us.
Russ,
Totally
yeah,
giving you a shout out.
we did a whole shout out about the pirate broadcast. You missed it. I have the YouTube link up there somewhere. We don't have as many people watching now, but
We
you know,
did
we
have
did.
like 11, I think.
We had 15 at once.
Ooh.
We had 15 early on.
And somebody that wants to send somebody to book a
Show.
book to be on the show.
Yeah. I gave the link to my sister-in-law. She said she had a lot of people that might be interested, so we could get some bookings from that. But I don't know who they are, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, you wouldn't know if they were.
I wouldn't know if they were like the new bookings that we're getting. I wouldn't know if that's one of Cammy's friends or not. I have no idea where they're coming from.
I think I've got 2 people to book on the show that were pretty important.
Who? Us?
No, not us. One was Dr. Joan Rosenberg. She wrote a book and is very much on, like, your feelings aren't good or bad. They're just your feelings, and you shouldn't label things good or bad. And she talks about a lot of good things. Well, she was on another podcast of somebody else I listened to that I met. And so I messaged her and told her she should be on Russ's show, and she did. And this girl named Anna, who was in charge of Rachel Hollis's book launches, I told her that she should be on Russ's show because she did her own book, and she came on the show. Well, you haven't had James Wedmore on the show, but Dr. Rosenberg was on James Wedmore's podcast.
Oh, I need
Business by Design.
Too before I need to get the link. Remind me, somebody, one of you, remind me tomorrow for the 5-minute follow up, because Jason said that he forgot about it, so I have to send him the link to schedule a time for his 5-minute follow up.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, he's like, I totally forgot about that, and I need to do that. I'm like, well, I'll get you the link. So one of you has to remind me tomorrow.
All right.
Write that down.
With my big red marker.
Yes. Because I don't know which link to use to send him to sign up for that. I have to look if it's on the website. I'm not sure. We got 6 minutes left. Russ, you got another hour and 6 minutes. Jason, 5-minute follow up. Yeah, okay. Send that to me tomorrow. And then I'll have to, add to your list because someone's got to send me the link.
I'll send it the next day.
I'm gonna put this on Mel. I'm gonna have to. You remind me. I'll send a message to Mel and say, "Can you send me the link for the 5-minute follow up so that I can give it to Jason?" That's how it's gonna work. Subscribe. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe.
Ay. Julie says she will not remember.
She won't.
That's okay.
Julie's going through some memory problems like I have, and so the two of us together, there's not a chance of us remembering anything.
I don't remember anything unless I write it down.
0 chance of us remembering anything. Our chats should be interesting.
Sometimes I write things down and then I forget where I wrote it down. So there's
a lot of interesting little red stickies around you tomorrow because you've been writing all sorts of stuff.
All right. Well, Russ has an appointment. An appointment?
You have an appointment?
At 10 o'clock at night?
Of course you do.
Oh, well.
I'm not going to say anything. Of course you do.
That's okay. I have one in like 7 minutes with mine, so.
Actually, Lori, that is a really good question. I mean, obviously, we are intending to post the podcast with a podcast host once I pick one. Um, but oh, you have an appointment with your pillow? This is early for you, Russ. But
Right.
I mean, technically, we could post them here as well, just the audio. But I don't know if we're going to do that or not. We have to figure that out. Jennifer's here still. She's still with us. We were talking about our sleepovers. Were you here when we were talking about that and how I said they're really good for our mental health?
So good. And we do such fun things. Like one night we watched how to make art
With a colander, paint in a colander.
with a colander from Walmart.
I am telling everybody right now, if you want to laugh, go to YouTube right after we're done with this and search for the Lumi deodorant commercial.
Yes. Look up Lumi.
Lumi, here, I'll put it. Lumi deodorant commercial. I'm actually hoping that that's a commercial that's available for podcasts so that Angie and I can like do the script for it.
Oh, yes. I would love that.
Just they have the best commercials ever. I'm just like,
Hello, governor.
hello, governor.
Hello, governor.
Nice germs.
Oh.
I love it. Almost bought some for your stinky teenage boys.
They will probably end up sponsoring us as much as we will talk about it.
Them because they have the best commercials. Yes, they're awesome. They're hilarious.
2 minutes. I have 2 minutes.
2 minutes. I know. I don't know if my
Here.
My computer is the right time. That's why it was nice when the ball was dropping. Because that was an official time.
Just wait.
Okay, so I know it's me, you, Lori, and Jennifer for sure. Our time right now. What the hell is that for? The ball. Are you gonna drop it? My God.
Because why not?
Of course you are.
Wait. Do I have time?
Like a ruler? I have a ruler. I gotta put it on a ruler.
Wait a minute. What's this? I still have 2 minutes. Wow. Oh, now I only have one. I'm
1 minute.
Oh, it's not that thing.
Get it together.
Oh, these aren't open. Where is it? I was gonna add sparkle, but I don't have anything sparkly around here. I don't think. I'm gonna run out of time.
I have no official clock right now, so we're under a minute here.
All right.
I can't wait to see what you're
I kind of made it sparkly. I put luminescence on it.
Okay.
All right, 20 seconds, Lori says.
And that's coming through slow for me.
Is it 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year! What are you doing with that now? Are you dropping it? Is that what that is?
Yep, that was the ball dropping.
That was like a drunk ball drop. It was
like Plinko or whatever.
It was totally like Plinko. Happy New Year.
Oh, Happy New Year, everybody.
That was your ball drop.
Hey.
Oh my gosh. I was like, what is it doing? I'm like, I'm not even drunk, and it was like bouncing around. Oh my goodness.
Plinko, Pong, whatever.
Plinko. Plinko's Dick Clark. Plinko is Bob Barker. Price is right.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Car is amazing.
2021, I've been having a blast. Let me tell you.
I'm having the best 2021 so far.
I have my luminescent ball.
With Andrew's drunk ball dropping. Yeah.
Yeah. I have my thing so I can tell you it's now the next day. I've got it together for this year already.
Don't remind me of anything right now. It's gotta wait till technically it's gotta wait till morning of the next day.
Oh man.
Like till after I sleep. Because if you
I
remind
had
me,
glitter. I could have sprinkled glitter.
gosh, what's wrong with you? You just ruined New Year's. 2021's ruined now. Like, can I see glitter?
No.
Oh, I should have done that. You can see all the gray in my hair. I should have done that.
No, you couldn't see it.
Oh my gosh.
I
I'm
tried.
never wearing makeup again when I do it live because seriously, this is a bad idea. Why do people wear eye makeup? Seriously, it's the worst.
You have to wear fake lashes.
Oh,
Oh, I hear fireworks.
I have never in my life worn fake lashes ever.
I missed my ball drop, but they're shooting off the fireworks.
And it's so funny because when I'm at your house, no matter what room I'm in, I see fake lashes somewhere. Always lashes laying around somewhere. I'm like, does she even know how many lashes she has laying around?
No.
And I've never seen a pair of fake lashes ever.
Oh, I got this new thing that it's like instead of the magnetic stuff, it's just like a glue stick eyeliner. It's so easy. We'll try it next girls' night.
Okay. Love you, Russ. Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, love you, Russ. Thanks for stopping. Julie, everybody has eyes shaped for lashes. You just need to find the right shaped lashes.
Well, one of the things I thought would be hilarious to do would be to do like this
Mm-hmm.
and then have Angie doing her usual makeup and hair and me trying to do it at the same time.
Yes. We absolutely have to do that. Ooh, look at.
Talk about Far From Fab. That would be the worst. I would make such a fool out of myself.
And then we could reverse that and have me try to read a legal document.
Somehow, I don't think that's as fun.
It might be. Oh.
Good night, Shri. Happy 2021. Thanks for.
Oh, no. Someone lit off a firework a little too close.
With tiny hands. I don't know what you mean. Tiny hands.
Oh, you know, like the tiny hands from Saturday Night Live with Kristen Wiig and the.
No.
Like doll hands. Like you put. Like a. Here. Just wait.
No idea what you people are talking about. What's Jazzy barking about? Good night, Ross.
Good night, Ross.
Oh, I will see you bright and early in the morning. Okay. Oh. Why do you do that? Why do people do that?
Well, you'd have them with a. You'd have tiny hands, like from a doll, like from the store, and have them doing it. You know, like.
Well, I'm with what Ben just said. She said that it feels like she's got something in her eye, and that's how it is. But right now, like I feel like my eyes feel really heavy.
Jasmine,
like, crap off my eyes right now.
Come here. It's okay.
Jazzy. I love you, Jazzy.
She's not loving the fireworks.
Oh.
Usually she doesn't care.
Couldn't care less. Fireworks, she couldn't care less. She's whatever. I'm sleeping.
Usually Jazzy doesn't care, but I think she's upset because I went upstairs at like 9:30 to get ready for this.
Mm-hmm.
And she went up, thought it was night time because she likes to go to bed between 8 and 9:30. And then so when I came back down here, she was not happy at all. But I'm going to go and get her a treat so she shuts up. Because, you know.
Right, are we wrapping it up?
Well, yeah, if you want to wrap it up, that's fine. We had our celebration, right?
Well, I guess you can go and I'll wrap it up.
Well, I'll wrap it up with you. What do you want to do?
Nothing. I was just gonna,
Wait.
I got half of my drink left.
Oh, so you're gonna stay?
I might stay till I'm done with this. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'll go to bed. So my drink is done. You and your post-it notes.
Oh, I'm having a blast.
For spending New Year's with me. I didn't want to spend it with anybody else.
I know. It's almost as good as being together.
It almost is. And you are actually the only person I have seen. You and Jennifer are the only people I have seen during COVID that I've socialized with and been around during COVID. So my only socialization for a year and a half has been you and Jennifer. That's it.
Wow. Then it's good we're here.
Yes, it is. So I'm not complaining.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Okay, love you.
My scared dog. Love you too, and love all you guys that popped on. Thanks for spending this time with us.
And we will see you in a few weeks when we record our first episode.
Yes.
Or listen, hear you. You can hear us.
See, that's my excited dance.
That's my best friend. I love you.
Love you too. Good night.
Night. If she can figure out how to go. Oh, no, it's just me. That's just not the same. All right. Well, I said I'm just gonna chug my drink now. I'm used to being here and doing this by myself because I've done it so many times with my other live feeds, but still, it was nice to have somebody here. Anybody else have any final thoughts before I wrap it up? Any big plans for the weekend? It's really hard. Do people even have big plans anymore? Since everyone's stuck at home? Are big plans a thing? I got new glasses. Can you tell? They're blue. Now that I'm bigger, you can see them. Well, Becca, yes, you need to get plenty of rest so you can de-COVID yourself. Yes, that's totally a word. Who is all still here? It says there's 7 people. But I know there's Lori, Becca, and Julie. Who else is here? You're going to come back to Milwaukee in a few weeks? That'd be good. My brother is actually in Tennessee visiting my dad. So my brother just left town for a little bit. So my final thoughts on 2020. It started out really, really bad. Obviously, health-wise, I was not in a good place at all. The second half of 2019 and the first half of 2020 pretty much just sucked balls, for lack of any better way of putting it. It was pretty miserable. But the second half of 2020 has been pretty good, or at least better. Things are looking up. So I'm looking forward to doing more things in 2021. I know that one of the things I struggled with a lot was feeling like I had no purpose whatsoever because I couldn't do anything. I'm not exaggerating when I said that I sat in a chair and just stared at the TV for like 16 hours a day. That's all I could do. I could barely even move my head sometimes. So now that I'm actually able to do a little bit more, I'm actually, really enjoying it. And there's some other things I'd like to do. Our podcast, obviously. I would like to produce some other podcasts, do some things with some other people. I have some ideas for some podcasts that I'd like to do, get other people involved. With Far From Fab, I'd like to do some special ones too, not just Angie and I, but like my daughter has already said that she'd be willing to do a couple special episodes that would be 25 and Far From Fab. Won't even mind doing a teenage version for a 14, 15-year old, something like that. Just to kind of have it be a whole brand. I think that would be fun. Maybe it could turn into something. Um, yeah, so I'm looking forward to doing that. I said I have a couple other ideas for podcasts that I wouldn't mind. Like I said, just being on the other end of it and just producing for other people. That's what Russ does with the Pirate Syndicate too. But he does that more for like corporate people. I mean, he'll do it for personal people too. But I'm talking about more low end stuff, like for friends or for normal people, not for corporations and big things like that. Russ works with the big people. I'm like small. Thanks, Becca. I appreciate that. Can we have Ash do a Far From Fab, the Fab makeover? Ashley is unfortunately extremely camera shy. This is why she does her YouTube is all doing covers where there's only a couple videos where she's shown her face. A couple of her K-pop videos she did that she showed her face. But yeah, Ash is the shy one. She doesn't want to be in front of the camera, even though she has no problem singing. Her YouTube channel, she has almost 100,000 subscribers she sings to, but she doesn't want people to see her face. She's just, yeah. And yeah, that's another thing. It's like my daughter, she's got amazing. She's such a great singer. I'm like, where did she get that from? Because she certainly didn't get it from me. So I don't know where she got that from. Taylor, my other daughter's got a very interesting life, extremely interesting life, very interesting job. So they are fabulous. Just me. That's not. I mean, Taylor's is weird, but again, for my friends, Taylor's job's cool. A lot of people would think it's weird, but Julie, what is that? Who's TikTok? I don't know if it works. I can't. It's like that's the one thing. Oh, it's okay. I only signed up for TikTok so I could watch Ricky's videos, but I have never. I can't imagine me doing TikTok. I don't even do Instagram because I don't like taking pictures. So Instagram has never been my thing. So I'm always surprised when people how much they love Instagram, and I'm like, I'm never on Instagram. I'd have to copy and paste that or somehow. Yeah, you can't click on it, like not here at least. You could probably click on it. I messaged Jane today. I didn't hear back from her though. I haven't talked to her in so long. I miss Jane. If I want more non-fab people, I'm always available. Cool. Thanks. I appreciate that. Thanks, Julie. Okay, I'll take a look at it then. So I'm looking forward to hopefully a better 2021. Even for me, I don't think 2020 ended that badly personally. What is Jane doing on TikTok? I had no idea. Yeah, I mean, Jane and I used to talk all the time, and I just haven't talked to her. But I haven't talked to many people in general. I really kind of cut back just from my social interaction with people, which is not good. Someone's gonna have to send me Jane's link. I don't know what she's doing on TikTok because I haven't seen her posting much on other stuff. Yeah, it's weird. I'll do like these types of videos, but there's nothing else I do that I think would be interesting enough to be on TikTok. I have no idea. Yeah, there's obviously a lot of other bad stuff. The world in general, 2020 is just sucks. It's just that's why what I was talking about before when we were talking about Russ's show and the pirate broadcast and people promoting this campaign of kindness. I would like to see more of that. And I'm just as guilty as anybody. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm a I can get my bitch on with the best of them. Um, but I would like to try to be better, be more patient, be more tolerant. Um, that was a big thing after Richard died, that I had said that I definitely, maybe it made me kind of do some self reflecting, and I really wanted to try to do better and be better, and because he was taken so suddenly, and when I was just like, it just made me think about things, but I haven't always succeeded. My way of doing that is just not talking to people. I'm a lot nicer. Bye, Fen. Love you. So yeah, I don't do New Year's resolutions because I think they're just ridiculous. It's just putting too much pressure on yourself. So yeah, so I don't do resolutions, but in general, I would like to try to be more. I'm always saying I like to be more patient, more tolerant of people. But the whole thing with the whole Avery thing and the social media aspect of it really, really was not good for me. I was a lot nicer person before all that happened, before all that started. All right, well, I think that's about it. I think that's all I got to say. Thanks again, everyone, for joining me. And I think Angie and I are planning on recording our first podcast by the end of January, probably the third week of January, I'm guessing, because we haven't even decided what we're going to do for our first episode. So we need to kind of think about that. But I will let everybody know when that is released. And until then, obviously, everybody involved with the Avery case, which is pretty much everyone here except for my cousin, but she kind of knows about it a little bit. Um, we'll get a decision on Steve's case. Probably. I don't think it'll be before March. I personally don't think it'll be till about May, but I hope it'll be earlier. You too, Becca, and I hope you feel better soon. All right. Well, I'm going to wrap it up. Happy New Year to everybody. Becca, your New Year's coming in about 42 minutes, something like that. Julie, you're still another hour after that. So happy New Year to you guys. And everybody enjoy the rest of your night. I see ya. Love you.